Hello, our YouTube family. Joe Fonseca with Empire AV Services and Installations telling you to come look, listen, and live with us. Today, we're standing outside of this home that we've partnered up with Derek James Custom Homes. We have a pre-construction or almost completed home. We're going to do a walkthrough. I'm going to show you the details, the things that he did for this house. All right, so as I'm pulling up the floor plans for this house, something that I want to bring up is this is a project that we literally started in 2021. In 2021, we did the planning stages, proposal, bidding, layout, design. In 2022 is when we actually came and pre-wired. Now it's 2023 and we're bringing it to the finish line. Understand that our builders, they don't build spec homes and just cookie cutter homes where they throw together in 3 months. These are multi-million-dollar homes that take time to design, that take time to create and build into this. Starting off at the entrance, beautiful entrance. Obviously, all of their houses are wired for security, but we are wiring a cat cable here. I believe in this house, I gotta look at the proposal, but I'm pretty sure we're doing a actual control for door station here. This door station will give you the option to play it in the TVs throughout the house. Not only will it ring on your phone, but you can integrate it with your touch panels. This house does have some touch panels that they'll be able to control everything in the house from one place. All of their houses are custom. That's also why they take so long. I met this homeowner, I told y'all, a year ago. I talked to him twice. I talked to him 6 months later, and then we're meeting with him next week to wrap up the decisions to make sure that we install all the speakers and trim out. So this right here, there was a lot of things that was discussed. For example, in this room alone, we spent about 45 minutes figuring out the layout where we were gonna put things. This is an older couple, so the home theater room wasn't anything that they wanted to emphasize and make it a huge, but they did want to make sure that they allocated a room in the house for dedicated audio and video. So in this room, we played with seating, we played the arrangement, we played with windows, and we finally decided to lay out the room this way. We did a 5.1 in here. As you can see in this house, the cables are still hanging from the ceiling. We haven't even trimmed this one out yet, but it is ready for television. It is ready for a 5.1 surround sound. As you can see, there's no wiring down here. This is one of those that is gonna have a big old rack in the closet upstairs. The entire house is gonna run off of a 30U rack that will power this beautiful $2 million house. Those big speakers in the ceiling, or those big plates in the ceiling, are for home audio. We do have a 3.1. Another thing that we specialize in is attention to detail when it comes to these homes. We could have easily said, hey, let's do a 5.1, but the speaker placement would have been really awkward if we tried to put rear speakers. They either would have been in the kitchen because they were too far back, or they would have been too high in the ceiling facing the windows. So what we decided to do was to do a 3.1 in this room. There's only front speakers. And instead of putting rear speakers here, we just gave them a separate zone of audio in the kitchen, which they do have the option to merge it together, but we wanted to separate it a little bit more to make this a fuller audio and a more of an entertaining room and not just a video room. Coming into the backyard, they are going to be doing a lot of entertaining. That's something that they were clear on. So they have a dedicated seating area under us. This is one of those neighborhoods that has had some issues with flooding. So majority of the houses are getting elevated now. Some of them 6 feet, some of them 10 feet, 12 feet. So they actually took advantage of all the square footage under the house. I'll take y'all down there in a second, but they built the whole entertaining area, garage, everything under us. We do have outdoor audio as well. You're gonna hear me say this a lot because in this house, we wired a lot of speakers. We discussed making sure that if they threw a party, the people here can hear it, the people down there could hear it, the people in the pool can hear it, the neighbors can hear it. They're ready for everything. And I hope y'all don't mind, I'm out here sweating up a storm. It is hot. We got an office over here. I always, being a business and an entrepreneur, I gotta show the offices. Some of these builders invest a lot of money and time into designing these offices. We got 4 plugs to make sure that we have internet. We got in-ceiling access points to make sure that we have Wi-Fi expansion in here. And also we got a pair of speakers in here. Some people want to listen to music or background music while they're working and studying, concentrating. So we make sure to brought that into this room. We also have a television in the wall behind you. Let's turn it around so we can see them. Got a television design to be wired here. All of these are going to have a lot of CAT cable, a lot of coax. Unlike some of the other homes that are specs, we ran additional wire in these homes because they are going to want to pull audio from the TV and play it in the speakers, and we are going to have some video distribution. So when I take you to the rack, you're going to see a lot more wire than some of the other homes that we've showed you before, because this one is truly set up for home audio everywhere, video distribution, Wi-Fi expansion, access control. We discussed door control. So this one, I'm excited to create the final video whenever we bring this one to the finish line. But I know right now you just may be looking at wood, and it is really nice, expensive wood. You may be looking at just dirty windows, but these are really nice, expensive, thought out windows. And believe it or not, well, I'm sure you can believe it. But like I told you, this is, I'll get the true number, but I believe this house is a little bit over $2 million. Coming into the master bedroom. So let me show y'all this closet. And it's crazy because the first time we came, the rooms were flipped. The master bedroom was supposed to be over there. I mean, the closet was supposed to be over there. Master bedroom was supposed to be over here. And we changed it afterwards, but really nice closet. They don't have a his and hers, but it is a beautiful closet. Look at this walk-in shower. They didn't do a his and hers closet, but they did a his and hers shower. We got 2 different sides. We got a seating area. We got the shower. Master bedroom, a lot of curved appeal, literally right in front of the house. Windows are all covered for contacts, but you can see people pulling up. They can actually yell at their kids from here. So beautiful home, man. I can't wait till I can get me one of these and call up one of my builders and build me an empire just like this. This is beautiful. All right, so we made it upstairs. We always run CAT cables. They are gonna have an elevator here. So we're always running CAT cables. This is also, you need a CAT cable or at least a phone line to all elevators. For security purposes, you need them. So not security, safety purposes, you need them. So you need to have CAT cable at your elevators to make sure that you pass inspection. So this one is ready with cables. It's hot up here, but I wanted to show you this closet. This is where we decided to put the rack. It is insulated, and they are gonna have AC vents in here. There is gonna be lighting, so this isn't just an attic. They really thought this out. But this is where all of our wiring is. You'll see that we left a lot of slack on the wiring. We're gonna put a rack here. This rack, not only can you access it because you have space, but you have the option to pull it out so we can service it. You notice that all of the cabling is color coded. So we use certain cables for internet, certain cables for cameras, certain cables for video. We have our coax, we have everything that we need, speaker lines. This house, we actually ran speakers to the pool, the demarc in the pool. So you can see the, here we go. These are the lines, these are all the speaker lines that are wired throughout the house. So the reason we did this, the way we did it was all of our security and networking is gonna go up here. Everything else is gonna stretch out into the rack, and we'll get it punched out. This rack will actually bring and roll it in and plug it into this. It'll be designed, programmed, pre-programmed, double tested, triple tested before we even install it. So we made our way downstairs. A lot of builders would have used this as storage or just extra lost square footage, but no, there was a lot of thought into this one. This family wants to entertain their grill. They're gonna build a really nice pool around here. So we are gonna put an outdoor TV right here. Picture it, big old 65, 75 inch TV here. We are wired for anything and everything. We wired additional cables to make sure that we can play music and audio through the speakers in the ceiling. Now, we did talk about, once again, adding more stuff, and we talked about putting speakers this way, but then we decided that we weren't gonna do that. We were actually run it as part of the D-Mark, and then we're gonna trench out additional speakers around it. But we did decide to wire for a television on this corner. These poles are gonna stay here, so we're gonna be able to do a drop-down TV over here that really covers this ugly view, but it doesn't take away from the backyard. So it'll just cover this metal, but it's not gonna take away from everything else back there. They have a little storage room on this side, and I'm gonna show y'all the garage. I don't know if they have any big, nice, fancy cars, but if they do have big, nice, fancy cars, I'm gonna show you where they're gonna park them. This is technically a 3 to 4 car garage. Depending on how they're gonna use this square footage. I don't think they're gonna park a car up here because it has a ramp, but you can definitely park 3 cars here. One of the things that we did at this house, we actually wired a cat cable down here to make sure that if they're ever gonna have a Tesla or an electric car, that they have Wi-Fi expansion down here. And we also run an extra line for the garages in case they wanna integrate them into their control force system. We run an extra cat cable, and we're able to link it to the contacts. I'll show you the wires over there, but we're able to link it to the contacts. That way their garage could be integrated with their Control 4. This house is laid out, and we've discussed doing true Control 4 everywhere. So it's gonna be home audio, it's gonna be lighting. We discussed cameras, garage control, keypad, access control, basically a taste of every single piece of a Control 4 home automation lifestyle will be put into this household. That's a wrap for this home.